Who you know with a natural body like that banging and got the baddest face? I'll wait. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Cass. Subscribe to my channel. Today I'm just doing a really simple get ready with me, chop it up. I did my makeup while I was doing it. Really, I just wanted to talk on camera, so I don't know what I did to my face, but it turned out pretty cute, I would say so myself. I talked a little bit about hot topics, a little bit about myself, a little bit of everything. So if you want to chop it up with me, definitely keep watching and always subscribe to my channel. Jumping right into it, I'm actually using a different foundation that I normally use. It's the Morphe foundation. I picked the shade F390. Normally I use Fenty. I was out, so I decided to try something new, but this is my second tube of Fenty since it actually released. So just like I said, I want to do something a little bit different, but in Fenty, I'm a 350, so it's kind of my skin tone. To prep my skin, I don't really use a primer. Primers really give me bad vibes. I've tried like 5, never found one I liked. So I just use my normal skin oil. It's from Palmer's. It's a skin therapy oil for face. They do have one for body, but make sure you get the one for face, obviously. I really don't want to talk about makeup products. I want to talk about tea because that's what I like. So I basically asked my close friends on Instagram to give me some topics to talk about during my chit chat get ready with me makeup. Today is Wednesday the 22nd. I'm actually not going anywhere. Real tea is I tried to film this video. This is my 3rd time trying to film this video. The first time my camera died on me. The second time I felt awkward. I didn't feel authentic, like I was being myself. And here we are for the 3rd time. I'm literally not going anywhere, but I really wanted to get this video out and get content. So I may take a few pictures, but I'm pretty much gonna take it off right after. So the things girls do for YouTube and Instagram. But the first topic that is up for debate is my girl, well, not my girl, she don't know me, I don't know her, but is Lori Harvey and Future. It's not even really them, it's really two topics in one, but they're the couple right now that everybody's talking about. So first of all, to let everybody know, life is good. But I feel like black women, it's not even black women, let me rephrase that, because it's all women. I feel like women get ostracized for being in the dating stage. And y'all know what I'm talking about too. Like, why can't women date without being, oh, she's a hoe, oh, she's doing too much, oh, she's for everybody, etc., etc., all that foolishness he will be talking about. Why is it that men can date around every girl and their mama and women can't? I say that because, well, let me just say, first of all, there is a vast difference between dating and being in a relationship, and I feel like our generation is confused, like literally utterly confused as to what the difference is between. So I'm here to break it down. Dating, in my opinion, is what it sounds like. Literally, you are going out on dates to get to know a variety of people, get to figure out what you like, what you don't like, who you like, the attributes you like in people, and why. you're figuring yourself out. You're figuring yourself out and potentially figuring out a partner or partners. Now, I'm not saying sexual partners, but baby, if you're dating and having sex, by all means, do you. I'm so not judgy, because I feel like, how you gonna judge somebody when we all doing different stuff that ain't right? You may not be doing that's not right, but you doing something else shady that's not right. So I just feel like nobody has the room to be judgy or give that type look. I literally hate that. And it comes from men and women. It comes from girls and boys. In a relationship is absolutely what it sounds like, being committed to one person. The thing is, and I've gotten caught in this too, like, I'm not just, you know, talking about other folks. You have to realize, if you're not in a relationship, all bets are off unless we've specified otherwise. Now, there has been instances where you can specify in the talking stage, you know, oh, we're exclusive, we're just getting to know each other, and we not getting to know anybody else while we're in this stage. That's cool. But if that's not explicitly said, baby, it's fair game on both sides. So, women, get you some business. You know, boys is gonna have them some business regardless, because boys just be crazy. But ladies, get you some business. If he ain't doing right, get you some business. Mind you, I'm in a very happy committed relationship. I'm just giving the tea. I'm just giving the game. But I bring that up, and it matches with Lori, because people, I've seen a lot on Twitter about people giving her the blues, honey. Even Wendy Williams, I'm an avid Wendy Williams watcher. Even Wendy gave her the blues. Like, talk about, if I was her mom, I would be knocking her head all upside the washer and dryer. Girl, that's a grown woman. Lori is 23 years old, and Marjorie is worried about her own relationship. Ain't nobody worried about Lori and what she got going on. And her mom is doing her. Like, everybody's doing them. So stop, Wendy. But I just didn't like the nasty backlash that Lori was getting behind, you know, dating Diddy, going to, you know, first of all, having a fiance, then quitting him, starting to talk to Diddy, then Diddy's son, and then Trey Songz. The list goes on, but does it really matter? That's just my take. Go ahead, shorty. And the thing is, Lori's one of the baddest I done seen in a long time. I keep up with all the baddies. You know, I follow them or whatever they got going on. Lori's one of the baddest out. And she's just hard in a multitude of ways. She's got a natural body. Who you know with a natural body like that banging and got the baddest face? I'll wait. So moving right along. Something else that I was asked to speak on was, hold on, let me see. Who are some of your favorite IG stunners? Basically, who are some of your favorite IG people? Before I answer that, I am going to conceal my eyes. I use the ColourPop foundation and then the ColourPop concealer. And the this foundation is actually a little bit too orange for my liking, but hopefully when I do the rest of my face, it looks natural, like how I would like. I'm not a fan of deep, crazy makeup. That's just not what I do. It's supposed to be very natural, like a natural beat. So I'm gonna see how this goes. Like I said, this is only my second time using this foundation, so it's new, so bear with me. But anyway, I use the No Filter concealer from ColourPop. You can find it at Ulta or Sephora. Super cheap actually, but it's super good. I use the shade medium dark, but I also put a LAPRO Girl concealer on top, and it's just actually the the yellow corrector because I like a really bright under eye. But anyway, back to the combo. I was asked who are my favorite IG heavy hitters or stunners or whatever they said. So this is absolutely in no order, but I do know who my number one is. I love me some Jada. If you don't know her, her Instagram, I'm sure if you follow me, I know you know who Jada is. Like, everybody know who Jada is. But Jada is Lil Baby's girlfriend. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'll say Chives, but I know she said one time that was wrong. So it's at the Jada Chives. But Jada is one of the hardest out. Pretty face. I don't know what it is because I'm not even a petite girl, but I love a petite frame. She's super tiny, super cute. Somebody else who I like is, her name is at the real Shy K. I don't even know her real name actually, but she's super dope. She's actually from Baltimore. It's something about up north shorties that I just love. Like, I love an up north chick. They be so vibed out. Like, I just like up north chicks. They be real fly. And I've always wanted to wear a mink. So I aspire. But she's really dope too. She be traveling. It'd be like her and her boyfriend all the time. I like her. Another girl I like, she's actually, I found her on YouTube, but I like her more on Instagram now, is at Aaliyah Face. It's either at the Aaliyah Face or at Aaliyah Face. Super dope. It's like her content be really, really cute. Like, she doesn't just use Instagram for her stories. You could tell she goes to different apps, creates different things, and then posts them on Instagram. Which I feel like if you're an influencer in any capacity, you can't be just doing the basics. I would love for your influencing to be super cute. So I definitely like that about her. Who else I like?
Okay, clearly I'm thirsty, but I'm literally always thirsty. Okay.
Next. So I don't use that yellow corrector on the rest of my conceal part. I just use the same COLORPOP for the rest, because that yellow concealer is super bright, but I do the rest with just the normal. But something else that was on my topic list that I am dying to speak on is new school hairstylists. Let me give y'all the frickin' tea. And it goes hand in hand, because normally I wear my natural hair, but right now I do have a little sew-in, and I got it for New Year's. I was talking to these girls on campus. They was like, "Ooh, girl, I keep my sewing in for as long as I can." I said, "How long is that?" She said, "Girl, like 3 months." I said, "Who?" Girl, I couldn't keep this in my head to save my life. I cannot wait. I'm forcing a month. I'm literally forcing myself to keep it for a month. Like, it is so itchy. I just don't like things that aren't my natural hair. I love the look, don't get me wrong, but the way that it itches and the way I miss my natural hair is just way too much. So I think I'm gonna go natural for at least until graduation. I think for graduation I want to do a very toned 316. 613, which, if you're not familiar, is a blonde, the blonde type of wigs people have, but tone it out. I want dark roots and very natural type of blonde, straight, no curls, just straight, luscious hair. I cannot wait. So be on the lookout for that. But the topic was these new school hairstylists. I'm not really here for them. And don't get me wrong, I'm all here for my young shorties getting to the bag. But you have to get to the bag the correct way. I feel like these new school hairstylists be booking their books up every single hour, don't have an assistant to do the braid downs, get behind, waste your day, you be in they shop 4 or 5 hours, you be hungry, can't bring a friend because they policy is no extras. I mean, like, gotta come washed, blow dried out. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick. I literally seen something on Twitter, and I know my shorties have seen this. I literally seen something on Twitter that was like $25 extra for a bigger head. Huh? Like, y'all have tried it to the max. Like, I saw something else that was like, if you have 4C coarse hair, you gotta come flat ironed. Huh? That's not how it works. If I gotta come with my hair, and I don't have 4C hair, but I'm saying, if my 4C hair shorties gotta come with their hair straightened already, that means you shouldn't be doing hair because you don't know how to do coarse hair. And I need everybody to know how to do a variety of different hair. And that was for braids. That was like a black braider that I saw on Twitter doing that. So I just feel like, okay, so let me just rewind. Powder. I use the Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the shade Banana, available at Ulta. I use this LAPRO Girl in the Expresso shade to do what I do. What I do? What I do? Shout out to Zaza. She's actually, I mean, if y'all know who Zaza is, it's that little girl that be dancing, super like light-skinned little girl. So cute. Shout out Zaza. She's actually from Kentucky. I don't know her, but my brother used to be really good friends with her dad because they are from Lexington, and my brother went to UK, which is in Lexington. So I would just be rooting from her from the sidelines, like, go Zaza, go Zaza, go. When I seen her meet the baby and Meg and stuff, I was just like, wow, this little girl's really a star. And you could just tell that she's destined to be a star. But anyway, new school hairstylists got to do a little bit better, and that's just on period. Ain't even nothing else to talk about. I need you to wash my hair. Because the thing is, I can't wash my hair as good as a professional hairstylist can wash my hair. I guarantee I still got a little dandruff or a little, you know, build up under there. I need you to wash my hair like a hairstylist is supposed to. And that's just my TED Talk. So, let me see. Something else that was definitely on topic that I really wanted to talk about is Diddy penning these letters to Kim, consistently penning these letters to Kim after her death. We get it, and it was acceptable when she had first passed away. We get it, Diddy. You're still grieving, and people grieve in different ways. But you did not treat her how you were supposed to treat her when she was here. We don't really want to hear about it no more. Cut it. It's honestly unfortunate. You did Cassie dirty while Kim was alive. You was still doing her dirty. Cassie went about her business, and now you miss Kim. I'm just over him. I feel like Diddy be doing little shady stuff. You're 50 years old and just be doing the most. Like, I'm not really a fan of him. I don't know. It's something about Diddy. Tell me how y'all feel, but I'm not feeling him. So I just blend this in really well with this little oval thing. It's not the real oval, but it's like one I got from Target a few years back. I really like these oval things. I used to do it for all of my foundation, but I found a brush that I like instead, so now I use this for just this little part. But it's really good at blending your stuff in. This right here is actually a burn. It's not that I didn't blend that stuff in. I burned my head with my curling iron a couple weeks ago, so it's still healing. Let me get a swig. I'm not a fan of Diddy and all his extraness. You wasn't doing her right while she was here. Move it right along. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. So, something else that was on my topic sheet that I really wanted to talk about, and I'm so glad that we got to it. I'm just put a little bit more of this because I like a little darkness. the question was, how have you dealt with failed friendships and relationships in your life? And I felt like, wow, that's so deep. But should I talk about it? Should I not? I don't want to put nobody on blast. And obviously I'm not going to name drop, but dealing with failed relationships and friendships can be difficult, because at one point, them was your road dogs. That's who you depended on. That's who you were loyal to. And obviously something didn't work out to where that loyalty was dropped. Somebody dropped the ball somewhere. And so coping with them after they have been depleted or exited, or whatever you want to say, can be difficult. But one thing about me, and one attribute I would love for all my shorties to have, you gotta know that you are all you got. You and your family, and even if you're not close to your family like how I am, you all you got. So don't never give somebody that big of a role to where you can't even, deal with life no more. You gotta be able to pick up the pieces. I had to cut because somebody was calling me. I pressed in, they kept calling, so I had to cut it out, and then my camera died. So just essentially, to wrap it on up so we can talk about something else, is be on your own team. People are gonna quit on you. People are gonna fail you. But knowing yourself and knowing your worth, you're always gonna be able to pick yourself back up, and that's key. Period. So, moving right along, I took my powder off. The thing I like to do with powder, because I be feeling like I look so washed out, after wiping it, I just dab it with the beauty blender. Really pack it into your skin so that it's fully in there. It's not just sitting on your skin. That's the key to not having backflash either. That's the worst. Taking a pic and then you look back at all your pics, you white under the eyes. Like, girl, should have watched my video. So after that, I'm going to spray my face. I normally cover my eyes if my lashes are just done, but I have an appointment on Saturday, so it don't really matter. Spray your face, and then for some reason I like the way my bronzer looks after my spray, so I will spray and then add bronzer to my face. My bronzer I use is a super cheap one. It's from Wet n Wild. The shade is What Shady Beaches. That's another reason why I deleted my first take. I'm talking about What Shady Bees. I said the B word. Like, I was just so nervous. It was too much going on. I wanted it to be so perfect. I'm a perfectionist. Next is highlight. I actually use two different highlights. I use a MAC pigment that's in the shade Copper Sparkle, and I use a rose gold highlight that's from the Ulta Basics collection. It's just the rose gold one. It had no other name. I love a nose highlight. It's my favorite part of highlighting, over the cheeks. Like, it's just so freaking cute. After nose highlight, Cupid's bow, and a little bit under my eyebrow. I don't put any on my cheeks or on my, right here, unless I'm really going somewhere or doing the most, because the pigments I use are just too much for all that. So I thought I just saw a bug on the floor. I was like after that, I just do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm not really an eyeshadow girl, but if I'm gonna do an eyeshadow, I like neutrals. I'm using the Keisha Kior palette. It's the K one. My mom actually got it for me a few years back. Really cute. And I'm using the shade Brown Skin. It's just an actual brown. A lot of times browns be having a purple undertone, but this one is so good about that. So I just put it in my crease. about not having that, sorry. I just put it in my crease and all over the lid. And then I also do under eyeshadow, which is my favorite part. But as far as bringing up another topic, this is gonna be the last one. Somebody asked me, how do I feel about leaving UGA and getting, you know, in the real world? I don't even want to think about it because it brings me so much anxiety. But I'm ready. I'm ready to start my life, start my career. I'm good at what I do. I know how to create graphics. I know how to be a digital content creator. I know I could be a product manager for Hulu or Netflix or anything in that realm. I know that I'm easy to teach and well learned, you know, stuff like that. So it's just about getting my feet wet and finding the opportunities. I know I can interview. I know I can, you know, be professional. So I'm ready, but I also want to make the right steps, take the right steps. So anxiety mixed with preparation is how I feel at this point in my life. I briefly thought about law school. I don't know how I feel about that after talking to a few law school students. I mean, they are just going through it, and I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I'm passionate enough or if I'm just wanting to do it for money, and that's not going to work for how difficult law school is. You know, and I definitely don't want to start something and not finish. So that's another big thing for me. As far as, so I just take that and I kind of blend it out because I feel like under eye, I went a little hard. It actually doesn't look that bad in person. It's just on camera, it looks freaking crazy. For lips, I always use a little bit of Vaseline or chapstick. And then just a little bit of any type of lip gloss. I don't really like lipstick. This is just something from Ulta's Basic collection again. I like Ulta's Basics because they're super cheap but really good quality. I line my eyes with a little bit of brown liner. And that is the look, baby. So thank y'all so much for watching. If you lasted this long, know I rock with you. So this is the final look. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm about to snatch this off, do some homework, but I really wanted to film, so I appreciate it. As always, subscribe to my channel, and the next video is going to be even more lit.